Sagittarius, Happy New Year. Well, New Year started for you on the 14th of December when we had that solar eclipse in your sign. But let's see what January brings for you in the unfolding of all of that. So I have a few dates for you. The 11th to begin with, you are going to get a message, a very important message, an opportunity. It could be a business opportunity, and it can come from somebody, a peer, somebody who is in your surroundings, immediate surroundings. It can be a sibling as well, but it comes from close by. It's in the near environment, and it has to do with something that you have been thinking about since July, August. So this is something, a business creation, an endeavor. Of course, it could be like you've been thinking about getting children and now getting on with that, but in the abstract, it is a business idea, something that that creatively inspired you. It can be to expand your business or a completely new business. Now what's going to happen is that you are going to get some news about that that will facilitate that, or that will further inspire you to put that idea now to the service of the people, because you have been working with that idea. Okay, I actually want to be the world server. I want to communicate ideas, but I want to do it 3D, like in the material world, and just like get it going, you know, bring it out there. I have the world here as a commencement of the month for you, and the world is it's a card, you know, where everything is possible. The sky is the limit. It's everything's at your disposal, and you can earth it, you can fix it in the ground. All the energies and all the people that you need to accomplish this are present. So I'm seeing that you have done some really good weeding out of what is no longer necessary. If you have not, and you hear me say this now, this is really the moment to cut what you do not longer need, because there is something really great here for you. And it is true love. It's the person you are destined to be with, through the person you are destined to be. So you are in that space of becoming. And becoming goes with a lot of shedding. And you've been shedding many things already in the last 6 months. This is going to continue for you all throughout 2021. You will only see the finality of what has been going on for you over these last 6 months when we reach the end of the year, and it's going to be good. However, in the center here, there is the Hierophant. So there is something about your traditions, where you come from, and what you saw in the archetype of the father and the mother. There's some kind of intuition there. There's some kind of idea that you are thinking about. You're thinking about that because there is a commitment here for you, and some of you have already met this person. This might be very fresh. You might have just met this person in December, or you might be with this person. If you are with this person, you might be thinking about marriage and making a commitment that is more traditional, so you can really partner up and do things together. For some of you, like, this person is in your ethers, and very clearly here, so because we have the 10 of Cups, which is all the cups, all wishes fulfilled here in the near future at the end of the month. There is something though with the world and this card of the cutting, that there is an action that you have to take, an action that you have to take, a move that is not made because you are being fixed in your present, maybe fixed in a location. Maybe you cannot move towards the person, maybe the person came in from somewhere else. I'm going to clarify all of that, of course, but to begin with, on the 11th, you're gonna get this message, right? And then as we move along, we have a really, really lucky day. It's the luckiest day of the year, but for you particularly, the 29th. Remember this very well, the 29th. Make sure that you are at the right place where your heart and your soul and your emotional body moves you. So do not think with the head, think with the heart. If there is a possibility to go on a trip, or to bring people together, this is going to be a very auspicious moment for you. It's going to be a moment of true love, where you're going to feel it in your heart and then have the ability to manifest it, to see it outside. First, of course, we have to look within and to see what is to like dismantle here actually about this situation, because you are building up towards a new way of being together, a new way of being yourself, of course, in the first place, and then also a new way of relating. And this will see its finality at the end of the year. As I said, this is over 12 months. With that being said, there is some stuff that needs to leave in your thinking. And for example, I see you having on the 23rd some kind of conflicting ideas with a man at work. If you're a woman, this can be with a man at work. If you're a man, it can be with a man at work. But there is something that this person is to show you. This is not a conflict to be taken to war and in the battle with that specific person. It's more the universe stimulating you to integrate that part within you and to actually see, like, okay, take a really good honest look at yourself on that day, on the 23rd, and what is going on for you. It might also be that this just occurs in work and that you have to be hands-on about it if you have employees, stuff like that. Just make sure that on the 23rd, like, be very anchored within yourself, be true to yourself, and have a moment in the morning, if you can, for a meditation practice. This will be the most challenging day I can see, but with great results, because through that friction, through that and through really seeing that, you will be able to move to the next step, Sagittarius. And I'm always liking the next step. So since May 2018, there has been an idea, and it might be the same thing that you were thinking about again this summer and all through now that you've been implementing. It's kind of a genius thing that you've been thinking, but you don't really know how to create the opportunity. And possibly you'll get an infusion very soon in the month, on the 11th, of about that, on how to go about that, or some kind of benevolent person that will jump in and help you with that. Now let's see what we can do here about this situation. And with the World, the Hierophant, and the 10 of Cups, I'm feeling that there are some love messages here with that. So there's something that you have accomplished already, a certain knowledge, some ideas that you have about how people function, with what you have seen, really your day-to-day experience, and you're so wise, Sagittarius, and that wisdom really can be applied beautifully. However, when has that thinking become a tradition? When has that become too fixed? When has that stopped you from making a move towards something that you really want? And that's something to take into consideration here in January, because you always want to expand. At the same time, there is this desire to root in your present and to be really in your presence, and to be really like happy with the now and where you are. And I see that many of you have created a situation for yourself that might be physically very comforting. And sometimes when it's physically very comforting, we don't see beyond that. But you are the explorer, and you are here to embody again, once more, that version of yourself that has only horizon, that has only future, that has only opportunity, and that also has an open heart, and is not just showing one side of themselves to the other. So I see you being in a situation as well where people are listening to you and where you have a sort of authority. In regards to this person that you might have already met, or that is definitely present in the ethers, this person might perceive you as somebody who is fixed and holding their guard and having some kind of fence in front of them. So be aware of that, because of this person might be holding back as well, or might have retreated somewhere further away from you. Still, this person is in a very good place to do this with you. So if the person has not yet manifested, know that it is there for you, Sagittarius. It really is. So let me see how I can clarify this. Interesting. So what I get here with l'Escalier d'Or, which is the golden staircase, is that there's great abundance and possibility here for you. Great abundance through this union, and through making this commitment, if you are with someone, to deepening this commitment, making it legal, translating the cosmic law of your love into the human law, to really build something beautiful that you will benefit from spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and also physically, meaning money-wise. Now, it asks you to move away from some sort of thing that you have installed in yourself, some kind of tradition, a way of thinking of commitment, that might have become a bit very sober and clinical in 2019. And this is the time to open your heart again. With this card here underneath the Ten of Cups, sometimes we wear masks in life, not the ones that are currently all over the place, but sometimes we wear masks in life without wearing the mask. Now it's externalized and it's all in our face, right? But with that, know that you have played different roles in your life, and there is yet another role for you to play. And this role has to do with a mature relationship that is taking place here, where you really have all the cups full at your disposal. Look at this, all the cups are overflowing, and it's really a very good emotion here. And I see you on the 28 already transforming love from within, to then on the 29th actually have this lucky day where you will feel bold enough to make your move, where you will feel like, okay, actually I can do this. I can be the person I am destined to be in the next round, of course, because you have already embodied so many things, and there's a certain maturity within you. And the letting go will still continue, of course, but I see you at the end of the month making a step towards divine union here, towards this specific person. If you have not met this person yet, you might meet this person at the end of the month. It might be a meeting again, as I said, or it might be a sort of proposal coming your way. If you are in a committed relationship, this can be any kind of proposal. Of course, it doesn't have to be the traditional wedding ring thing. It can be living together, creating together, anything basically. But what's important here is to know that you're going to be stunned at the power of the thing when you are actually deciding to do it, when you're actually allowing yourself to do that. And there's been some fear that has been installed, and it's really tricky because it was such a sobering year romantically, 2019, that your guard is up, but at the same time, in your present, you know that great things are possible, and the great things are possible also on a business level with this person in your life. And everything always comes all the time, all these beliefs like, okay, I have to do the work thing first and then I'll do that. That's something that or working and loving together doesn't work, or working in a partnership with someone I'm romantically involved with doesn't work. If any of these things are in your present conscious thinking, see if you can cut those out, because when you do so and when you take that step, I see great love here for you. Again, so this is one idea, holding on to one idea. This can be a person, somebody you were really in love with, and you actually came kind of wounded out of that situation, which makes you a bit blind to all the beauty that is there surrounding you that you're not even looking at. So that being said, that's in the past, and that had to do with, your upbringing, the traditions that were installed there. Can be a religious thing with the World card here and Le Palais des Doges. It can be anything, but it is a past thinking pattern that is not serving your highest expression of yourself in the world right now. So I feel like I'm repeating myself, but nice. So in your present moment, you're seeing all this greatness, and there's some kind of ideal that you have about love, but it is also about the beauty of this commitment is that actually with this person, you'll feel like we can do the hard times as well, and it's gonna be really like in sickness and in health. And not that there will be sickness, because I'm seeing all these cups overflowing and all this playfulness, and also the Eight of Wands, which is a Sagittarian card of communication. there's gonna be also like some ideas that you are communicating independent from that love affair. So when you feel bold enough to communicate those ideas in your work environment, maybe you are a leader, maybe you are working for yourself and an entrepreneur or becoming an entrepreneur, when that is going on, I feel that other stuff that is holding you back from this connection will also open up, and you will feel like, okay, actually this is just the flow of things, and then there is communication here. Let me see what I can do with Lenormand. Is there something that Sagittarius Sun Moon Rising needs to know for this cycle of January 2021? And so this adaptation of your worldview that is really happening here, and the way you communicate ideas and the way you think about the world, also on an IT level, like on a digital level, like your hygiene with your telephone and all of these things, like it's all coming nicely together. You're having some kind of vision, because we're not yet educated on technology and these tools that we use. I mean, are we using them to connect with ourselves and with others, or are we using them to disconnect? And with you, I'm seeing that you have this maturity to use it as a tool for connection, especially by the end of the month. And you're gonna communicate about this this abundance you see for yourself. So deep within, there is this wanting of something that feels safe and secure, of really building a life together and building it for the beauty of you both. And the heart is in it with the sun here. The heart is in it. Just take a seat in the heart here with the number 1 here and the knight coming in. This is somebody who might have come from a faraway place. As I said, I might have to come still from a faraway place. And this will remind you of who you are in essence, because you are the traveler, you are the seeker, Sagittarius. So in that way, you're looking at yourself, and this is somebody, this is a past life connection, somebody you have been really happy with in several lifetimes, and you will feel that. Notice the fear if it comes up, because it might be a fear that is there because this is actually what you're destined to do and who you're destined to be with. And perhaps it is beyond seduction and beyond anything that you have known as a starter shot of a relationship, you know, as that beginning point. And the movement is slow in the beginning, but then at the end of the month I see that there is a move made. There is a move made and meeting takes place. I would like to see if I can get a few more messages here on the end of the month and the situation. And meanwhile, Sagittarius, of course, keep on working on your project. I see you implementing, doing a lot of hard work on this idea that you have been having. It might be dating from 2018, or it might be dating from this summer, but it has been brewing within you, and you are taking that next step here also. I see great collaborators for you here. Like an entrepreneur can be somebody who can take that role as well of the entrepreneur. Perhaps it is you, the entrepreneur. And then we have this falling out. So we have again the Hierophant. Interesting. The Hierophant, the Ace of Cups. So that's a new beginning in love. The Hierophant. It is commitment, tradition. This translation, like bringing the relationship to a higher authority. And then with a Knight of Swords, taking the decision within is enough to get you going. The person might be younger than you, slightly younger, very good with words, something also with the birds and the water, somebody who might feel like a freedom fighter. The color pink, I would say, would be very good for you going into nature, of course. Somebody who has functions on the mental plane as well. who can formulate beautiful thoughts and is on a personal journey and pilgrimage as well. And that's perhaps how they get to you. They have been on a journey of change as well, and there is they are somehow brought to you through divine intervention, and it's truly a new beginning. It's not like anything you've ever experienced before. The way it goes, the way you get together, it's very new and significant. And at the end of the month, I'm seeing you feeling the divinity of all of that. So that's really the great beauty in it, because the feeling is the manifestation. So I also pulled you an I Ching card here, and that says mutual attraction. So mutual attraction, and also how do we define that? Is that this infatuation where you're like, wow, this jolt, super intense, or is it like something that can be built? And with this I Ching card, where we have above the lake and below the mountain and its stillness and its stability supports the lake. So one of you has more of this energy of, both of you have the energy of stillness and inner quiet, something that you have cultivated within already. And with the lake being supported by the mountain, this person, I feel, is looking for a place to ground as well, a place to call home, a place to come home to. And I feel that many of you are working towards that as well within this phase of transformation. So it's really a beautiful match, because you will see in them what you are looking for yourself, but in a good way, because you can separate the two. There is a maturity about it. A lake is old. A lake is also talking about deep intimacy. Like, as I'm seeing it now, if this is a new person, this is somebody you have barely touched so far, and I see that there is an opening up to do, because now there is some kind of closedness. So when that's going to happen, I mean, it's going to be fireworks. It's going to be really, really, really great. And to live that and still be in your purpose and moving forward and build something, you are going to be needing your center and your stability, and everything that you have cultivated so far. Be your own mountain, be your own like beauty and stillness, and yeah, and also if you feel like it, go to the mountain, Sagittarius. That being said, you're improving each other. And actually what is so beautiful about this person, and you're very different, as I see it here, you're not the same person at all. What is so beautiful about this person is that what you see in them, there's an admiration, of course, but they have that for you as well. And in that way, it's really complementary. It's not like a twin situation where you are looking for somebody who exactly thinks like you to feel accepted. No, that has been overcome, Sagittarius. And I like that. And then we have this Ace of Cups, this wonderful new beginning. Congratulations. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching, being here with me. I love to read your comments, and I love to come back here at the end of the month to see how it played out for you. I have a 2021 reading that I will link at the end screen and perhaps also below, so you can check that out. And there we go month by month into the whole of 2021, so you can see how this transformation unfolds and what the opportunities and challenges are for you. Thank you, Sagittarius. See you soon. Namaste.